Spiky Bits. Make sure you stay in the trenches. Help keep our channel ad-free by becoming a supporter over on Patreon and also scoring yourself some free miniature swag in the process. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out our site, spikybits.com, for all the hot hobby tutorials, news, rumors on all your favorite hobby topics. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today. What's up, hobby maniacs? Rob Baer here today, coming in hot with some more X-Wing action. It's almost Memorial Day, and we're inside because it's raining, because that's what it does in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It rains when it's not supposed to. Oh, I'm here today with my buddy John. He's finally making his debut here. And what are you running today?
Today I am running Palp Aces, a little modification on it, one regionals in a few different places. So we're going to be running Wampa, Omega Leader, the Inquisitor. Wampa's by default. My Omnicron group pilot's going to be running Palp as usual.
Shocker.
Omega Leader is running what he normally runs, Com Relay and Juke. And the Inquisitor is running Push the Limit, the TIE Title, and the Auto Thrusters. So pretty default list for that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Well, it's going to be interesting. I am running the Brobots. I think we saw that here. Barclay was running them a couple weeks ago, I feel like, on here. But I like running them because they're basically B-Wings, just with a fatter ass, I feel like. No, that's true. But
Exactly the same.
Yeah, it's totally the same.
Totally the same ship.
Totally the same. They got a S loop and everything. No, so we're running the B and C. I do have the IG 2000 title somewhere. I think my cat ate it. I couldn't find it. I'm hoping I don't have to buy more ships for that. But anyways, so we got heavy laser on C right here, and Mauler. Mangler cannon over here on B, and then advanced sensors, adaptability, or auto thrusters, and Predator, and of course the IG 2000 aggressor title that lets me share their pilot abilities between them as long as they're still alive there. So I don't know how this list is going to stack up against Palp Aces, but it's definitely going to be a show, that's for sure.
Especially when cats are eating homework. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, normally I just blame my dog. I just wanted to make a quick point. I forgot how many points this list was, and because I'm so lazy, I actually went to my own website to find out. It's a 99-point list, but I also wanted to point out that Barclay, the guy you see in a lot of these videos on here, along with Rick, sometimes, he actually writes up a lot of these articles for the site. So, head on over to spikybits.com and check out. There's a ton of X-Wing tutorials and different things. Tutorials, bat reps, we got all sorts of features, some repaints and things like that. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you head on over there because, if you're just lazy and you just want to see how many points your list is without doing actual math, you can do that too. But we always try to, feature the top 5, like regionals and stuff like that. And I think we will have an article coming out here shortly with the North Carolina regionals.
Possible.
No, it's not Kim Possible. It is not. It is Power Rangers.
Sure. Whatever.
From the 90s. It's from the 90s. I don't know how Impossible gets confused with Power Rangers like all the time. I'm just going to change my ringtone. I can't take it anymore. I swear it will actually play here soon. Alright, so here's my B-Wings over here across from John's Palp All-Stars, Palp Aces, and we got the everything all set up here in the middle. I tried to pick the smallest asteroids possible, but John, of course, picked the biggest asteroids possible.
Sorry.
Monster.
I'm a horrible person.
Touché, sir. We're going to jump ahead to turn 1. So turn 1, the traditional butt sniffing phase here. Not too much happened. Hey, guess what? The Emperor collided in the corner, huh?
Haven't seen that one before, I'm sure of it.
No. Pro tip right there. Pro tip. So I moved up 2, then I boosted for that free evade with my B-Wings, and over here, just kind of spreading out, getting the field of fire going. And I'm sure there will be much more excitement next round. as promised, turn 2 saw a little bit of action right here. So obviously some maneuvering and some damage here. So why don't you break down some of these maneuvers over here, John?
All right, so I decided to turn in my shuttle mobile in the hopes to do a little extra damage into one of the ships here. I find the key to success with this build is to actually utilize the shuttle for damage.
What you got to do here is roll dice at the enemy.
And then after I moved him, I moved Wampa, did a 3 soft bank, put him there, put an evade die on him. Thank goodness I did that.
Mangler cannon.
He did not do well. He is on fire at the moment.
Yes.
With my Inquisitor, I did a 1, and then I banked out in the hopes to avoid taking extra damage from his A-bot, or C-bot, and target locked the B-bot. And with my Omega Leader, I moved 2 forward. Was not an arc of the target I wanted to shoot, so I decided to barrel roll in and try and take more shots. At the end, got a few in. He got a few in on Wampa.
I lost a couple shields on B, I think.
Yeah.
And I got some through on Wampa with the Mangler cannon and utilizing the rerolls and such for the built-in gunner ability. I like to call it the Luke Skywalker ability.
I don't think Luke does that, man.
Yeah, he totally does. It's fine. I'm an expert, let's be honest. I like your positioning over here, because I was going to do this S-loop with my B-Wing, and right to where the Inquisitor went next turn, I was kind of setting up for that, and then you barrel rolled into it, and I was like, ugh. Now I got to do a different maneuver.
I got to do other stuff and hit asteroids, and it's going to be awful.
That's just the worst. I try not to hit asteroids.
I try to make you hit asteroids, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, we will. Turn 3, all sorts of stressing going on, maneuvering and things like that. You really got me good over here because you barrel rolled out of my arc with that IG-88. And it really kind of messed up my plan right there.
Can I say I'm not trying to get shot?
It turns out the object of this game is to not get shot. I did get Wampa down with this particular aggressor over here.
Mostly cheating.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of cheating. I mean, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. I don't feel like.
Right.
I lost a bunch of shields to the Emperor though, which was a little disheartening. It turns out he can actually do some heavy lifting too, unfortunately. And then this guy turned around and did his patented S-loop. So I imagine we're going to see a lot of green maneuvers here next round.
I'm thinking about sticking with reds just for cheating purposes.
Yeah, I mean, just do 2 reds in a row. Nothing bad will happen.
Right.
Turn 4 has come and passed, and it's interesting. It kind of opened up there. I'm at a different angle here to kind of show it. So we got a K turn right here with the Inquisitor, some boost action with the free evade here. Up here, I lost my last shield on the C. Now this was interesting because I rolled 4 dice and I didn't get a hit, and I couldn't do the built-in Luke Skywalker attack that we talked about earlier.
I'm pretty sure you're thinking like Han. Maybe.
Yeah, it could be Han. Maybe it was Greedo. Something like that.
Greedo.
So I couldn't do any
at this point.
Yeah, it could be just like anybody. It was probably Lando. I couldn't do that attack, so I actually got a big bunch of nothing right there. But I did sneak some through with the Mangler cannon from downtown range 3, so it wasn't a complete waste of time, I feel like. But I am still stressed up here. Everybody else, I think, has cleared. Oh, except for the Inquisitor right there. So what's your take of the situation here?
Honestly, as soon as I saw you do that 3 bank, I got really worried because you picked the perfect maneuver to come at my Inquisitor. I had originally thought of doing a 3 turn, trying to get around that asteroid and then boosting it around. Mm-hmm. I think either way I was going to be taking hits from that Mangler cannon, but at the end of the day, that range 1 was very, very scary. I am glad you blanked out.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
But I got advanced sensors next round. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So things are moving around a little bit more here. My B-Wings are getting spread out. Unfortunately, you got a range 1 volley on me right there, and despite rolling 3 focus, I couldn't use it because I was target locked by that little bugger. And so I took a couple criticals there, and I didn't get any shots actually. So that was a little depressing. Inquisitor did a whole bunch of pushing the limit over here and got out of all the cleverly sprung trap that I had set for him. And I don't know what the Emperor's doing. He's just
doing Emperor things.
Yeah, he's just hanging out in the back there.
Hanging out. Like, what's up, guys? I'm over here.
Well, either way, it looks like it's going to be an exciting turn 5 or 6, whichever is coming up next. Lost track already. All right, man. Shit got real this round. For real. Because, I lost my ship over here, unfortunately. And I did cause 3 criticals back on, what's-his-face, Omega Leader with my B-Wing there, which is kind of crazy because I didn't know B-Wings could take Mangler cannons. Well, I guess they can. I guess, everybody knows this. But, so I did some damage there, but I did lose a whole ship, which is really interesting because it turns out it seems like running the new way to run the Brobots, when you're not running them as B-Wings, is to actually kind of line up shots at range 2 and 3, and I'm used to just kind of wading in and just being a little brawler with them. So just got to make some adjustments. You know, that's part of X-Wing. Never make the same mistakes twice. You make them once, but just never make them twice. And fly casual. I feel like these are all good rules.
Fly casual are very important.
So that was pretty brutal. The rest of the maneuvers there were actually pretty decent, I think, on John's part. He finished off that B-Wing there with the Inquisitor at range 1. So normally that would have been a range 3 shot with auto thrusters. I feel like was pretty good tech on my part, but didn't quite work with the Inquisitor because he's always at range 1 there. So it's getting a little bit hectic now, and we're just running it down. So a bunch of crazy flying today, a lot of hard thinking and maneuvering. It was a very tactical game. I feel like we ran out of time here, but I managed to get the Palp shuttle down to half points or half hull points and things. So I feel like that was good. So I'll get on the board with that, and he definitely got half points for me as well on my aggressor. So didn't quite pull it out quite as I wanted, but that's everybody learns differently. I feel like I'm more of a visual learner. Like I just want to push my stuff around the table and kind of learn what works instead of like working metas and reading and stuff. Because who's got time to read?
I mean, who reads? I don't read. Reading's hard.
They still make books. I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
it's crazy.
Poor trees.
And there's like forums and such.
What?
Yeah.
What's a forum?
I don't know.
Is that like something on the interwebs?
I think it's like starts with an FFG or something.
Oh.
I'm no expert, but but yeah. So we ran out of time today. A lot of good flying and such. This Inquisitor did really well. We did a little swoop over this asteroid, which I feel like was a good move. And John actually got a really good move there too with his 3 bank. And the Inquisitor, of course, just like flying in circles because he can, and he's always at range 1. Such a monster.
What a jerk.
He's just not thoughtful at all.
No, he isn't.
Hey, I got you presents. Here's 3 dice. They're all going to hit.
But I'm digging this Mangler cannon. Mangler cannon's what's up.
Yeah, that Mangler cannon did some work this game for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the Mangler cannon is the only thing that did work this game for you.
Well, that's all right. I mean, every B-Wing should come with one. So.
I know. The B-Wing is just so strong.
It's super strong.
Super strong.
I'm so glad the scum gets them. But so that's it for this one, y'all. We'll see you again next week.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.